meeting of the Cobb Area Council.
If you could please pull your microphone closer and speak into it. Thank you.
We'll call this meeting of the Cobb Area Council to order at 6:32. It's June 26th. And
Roll call.
roll call.
Kathy McCarthy.
Here.
Chris Nettles is absent. Darlene Warner, I am here. Paul Duncan is absent. And Jake Strickler is absent. And Joe Schneider? Here.
He's here.
All right.
All right.
We have a quorum.
Sweet. Let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everybody. The only thing about the agenda is that Jessica Paiska is out of town, so we won't have any comments from her tonight. I don't think there's any other changes.
Other than, oh no, that's right.
So anyone, except for me, can motion to approve the agenda. Thank you, Robert. A second.
Oh, okay.
Second from Joe. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We have agenda. Hopefully you had a chance to look over our minutes, drafted and crafted by Darlene, the lovely Darlene. And if there are no suggested edits, anyone could propose that we accept them.
And it's for tonight?
For the draft minutes from last meeting.
Motion to
From last week, I mean last month.
Yeah,
Okay.
Did you make a motion?
Yes.
we have a motion? Second? Anyone? Thanks, Robert. All in favor?
Aye.
Are there any opposed? All right, we have minutes, we have an agenda, and we can continue with short announcements for the good of the order. Robert Stark is making his way to the microphone.
Hi, I'm Robert Stark, President of Turn On Lines.
He's got to turn it on.
You don't have to talk that close here.
Your button.
Yeah, but I don't have to see the little button. Thank you.
President IQ.
There you go.
There it goes.
Yeah, my name is Robert Stark. I'm the president of Mountain Lions Club. Just a reminder that Saturday nights is bingo, open at 6:30. Hamburgers, hot dogs, snacks. Bingo starts at 7:30. We just ordered 600 pounds of blackberries, and that was confirmed. So they will be coming here. We got a discount on them because we ordered them early. And Hardisters has agreed to let us keep them in their walk-in freezer between the 1st of August and the 22nd, 21st, when we start making the cobbler. We'll be baking we'll make the first round on Thursday, and start baking at 8 o'clock in the morning. There'll be somewhere between 26 and 2,800 servings. Wow. So that's our short little notices. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Robert.
Thank you. That's a lot of blackberries.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me? It's good. Hi, my name's Ben Hiddle. I am here to briefly say thank you for your time, and I would like to introduce a Reimagine Landfills project I brought up to the Board of Supervisors a couple years ago. Things take a little while to go. I got a petition with about 100 people on it now who signed it to work and make local jobs out of our trash. So a trash to treasure project and also a climate project. And would like some kind of support here at some point in time, but just to kind of put it on the radar of everybody and say, let's make a bunch of jobs from our landfill. And thank you so much for your time. Yeah, I was at Earth Day.
Okay, yeah, just, you can email us at a future time and we can put that on the agenda and you, when you're ready
Ask for, I guess, an agenda item.
for the full presentation. Okay. Any other short announcements? Or, yeah.
Ho, 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 Cobb. 'Tis the season for disaster preparedness. 2 brochures are available on the back table. This blue one is Disaster Ready Guide. The yellow one is First Aid Kit for the Mind, Stress Management Before, During, and After a Disaster. Now, many of you here this is probably old hat, but you may have a neighbor or a newcomer where this would be very, very helpful. Courtesy of the state of California and the Scotts Valley Band of Pomo Indians Disaster Services. As for news, today, national media reported on a Stanford study that shows that controlled burns can reduce wildfire intensity and smoke pollution. So if this body has not had a presentation by TERRA, the Tribal Ecological Restoration Alliance, perhaps information on TERRA's Good Fire program on prescriptive burns would be helpful. More news. At today's Planning Commission meeting, CAL FIRE Regional Chief Mike Wink presented 2025 state and local minimum fire safe regulations guide for Lake County. This is a big step in keeping the community and first responders safe, especially in rugged, remote, and rural areas of the county. Sound familiar? A few recommendations were made to increase clarity in the guide. The guide clarifies that fire safe regulations apply to access roads to new projects, but does not identify who is responsible for the required road upgrades for new projects. Hats off to CAL FIRE Regional Chief Wink, Lake County Community Development Department Director Turner, and Lake County Building Safety Head Smalley for producing this guide. Stay tuned for updates. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you, Margot.
Marco.
We have a comment from Zoom.
All right. Go ahead.
We have a comment from Zoom from Hillary, it looks like.
Oh, hi, Hillary.
I guess we're still having, I don't know why we're always having audio issues with this thing. Okay. She wants to remind everyone that all fireworks are illegal and damn inconsiderate. Her words, not mine.
And what?
Damn inconsiderate. At this point in time, if neighbors choose to set off fireworks, please call 911, not sheriff dispatch. Tell them illegal fireworks are happening. Try to give their address or general area. The fire department is fully staffed with prevention officers as per Paul Duncan's suggestion when she spoke with him. And I'll add a little something to that. Paul Duncan had mentioned that if you have on your cell phone a compass, so another good way to report this is to break out your compass, point it in the direction of the fireworks, and you can give that longitude, latitude, and say, hey, look, it's within a quarter mile, half mile of this distance, and that kind of gives them an area to triangulate where those possible fireworks are going off at.
Thank you. Hey, any other short announcements? Well, we do have Firewise on the agenda later on.
Yeah, I know, but
Oh.
as far as 911, I had spoken when we
Use
first
the microphone.
I had spoken when we had the first meeting at the school regarding 911. And some of the 911 dispatchers are from Sonoma when they don't have help here. So all you have to do is just say, I want the firehouse, and then that's that dispatch. They'll plug them right into it. Otherwise, they ask your name and where's the vicinity, you know, you don't need that. You just say, I want the firehouse, I have a fire-wise complaint, a dispensable space complaint, and they handle it right away.
All right, thank you for that tip. All right. But what's quick? Okay, it's a blurry line between short announcements and public and board comment on non-agenda items, up to 3 minutes. Does anybody have anything to add?
I'm Tom Slate. I had some other things to talk about. I have a table back here, but I was going to talk about it. I won't do that. If anybody's interested, see me after the meeting. But I was at the meeting here last week with the Fire Safe and Forest Health and all that, and I missed the insurance segment that was going on back there. I didn't realize it.
Oh.
But I was able to watch it online, and I'm going to watch it again. It was really helpful, so I want to point that out. Really helpful information, and thank everybody for that. Thank you.
Those, the Forest Summit, and that's available on PEG TV, right? Or the county?
Cobb Forest,
Yeah. Okay. At this point, we would go to our supervisor's comments. Sorry, she's not here. Paul Duncan did send in the fire season update.
Yes.
I'm gonna put on my teacher voice. From Paul. Peak staffing season is upon us. All stations and equipment are staffed and available. Additional helicopters have been added to the unit with 3 large helicopters located in Napa, Sonoma, and Marin. By the way, the Napa helicopter is fully night operations capable, which is great. Echoing Hillary, to remind you that the 4th of July is coming up and all fireworks are illegal in the county except for within the city limits of Lakeport. Illegal fireworks may be reported through 911. We will be at maximum enforcement with our CAL FIRE law enforcement conducting patrols throughout the area. That's heartening. Thank you. The South Lake Fire is distributing a mailer that lists public firework displays throughout the county for the public to attend. And for those who might still be doing a late lot cleanup, please do weed eat before 10 a.m. if possible and have a water source nearby. Additionally, please no metal bladed mowers for dry grass and weeds. Last year, 40% of all the fires in our area were caused by equipment. So don't be that guy. That's it from Paul.
Yep.
Okay, moving right along. Chris is not here.
No, so he did not provide a treasurer's
He did
report,
not
so we
provide
don't have anything to report there.
Okay, and then, so. Can I bring something up about that real quick? Sure. We do have our latest, our May treasurer's report is attached to the minutes, and I don't think there was any changes in the last month, so.
Wonderful. Hi. Again, my name is Ben Hiddle, and I am interested in getting the county to adopt something like the bank has, where we can see where every penny goes. If the bank's been doing it, why can't the county do it as well? So if high school was here today, I would very much like her to have some kind of response to this, because at this point in time, I've been trying to get some idea of where certain finances are going in the community, and I'm not able to. And it's chunks of hundreds of thousands of dollars that I'm looking at. And I would love the county to address this, especially because we're borrowing $20 million, and this is the first time the county's ever borrowed $20 million. The reason I'm really bringing this up too is I believe we can make money here as a county doing things like the Firewise when that comes up with the reimagined landfills, creating a lot of jobs and a lot of prosperity, but through renewable energy, I think everybody should get a dividend like Alaska. But we need to know where all the money goes before we can get money in. Thank you for your time.
And that was a concern about the county's funds, not our own here.
Right, right.
And that we do manage.
We don't have a million
Yeah.
or millions, yeah.
And we do manage all of our funds here. It doesn't get deposited into a county account or anything like that. We have our own Cobb Area Council.
And you track every penny.
Yeah, and currently, they just reviewed the budget, yeah, and they're gonna be finalizing that, I think yeah, so, okay, you're aware of that. Yeah, okay,
Finished yesterday here?
yeah, I think.
Hi, I would like to request that an agenda item next month be put on for the something of the Economic Development Committee. I have people who are interested in taking advantage of it. There's no way to get that money because there's no committee anymore. It died on the vine. I've talked to Chris, and I'm requesting that an agenda item be put on next month's
We
agenda.
actually have the Economic Development Committee on the agenda. It's been on the agenda every month. It's the Economic Development Committee is right there in the committee reports. So we can adjust that.
Yeah, I
at
know
that
that,
time.
but it only gets lip service, and I want to make it clear
Yeah.
that I want on the agenda, on that item, that it be added that a reinstatement of a committee be discussed. Okay?
Okay.
Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah, well, let's discuss it tonight.
Yeah.
When we get there. Yeah. Okay. That is why it's on there. Any other comments about our treasurer's report? Okay. Let's move on. Darlene, can you speak to the update on the website?
Yeah, I can only speak to our Cobb Area Council website. We have been working on updating our website. We've got the minutes and agendas are repopulated except for this month, it's almost perfect, almost. A lot of work has gone into getting the homepage. It's back up and running. So if you go to cobbareacouncil.org, you will see stuff. It's back. And our resolution from the county when we first formed is on there. And yeah, it's been a lot of work repopulating the information and everything. Jackie's been doing a wonderful job getting that all fixed. McFadden. Yeah. So I've been working with her, for the agendas and minutes, and Chris has been, and the resolution, and we're going to be getting the bylaws up there and prettying things up, and but wanted to get the bulk of it done. And as far as Explore Cobb, that would be up to Chris and you.
And I don't know that anything's been done with that. I don't know that anything's been done yet with that side because we are focused on the Cobb Area Council website. But whereas last month, if you went and visited cobbareacouncil.org, it would say error 404.
Does not compute.
No. So there was nothing, and now we have a website back.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
totally great progress.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head if there's anything else to do with the website that's anything major. If I
Okay.
think of it, I'll let you know, but I think that's the bulk of it.
Yeah. So agendas, minutes, information.
Information,
That's
yeah.
all
I
there.
think all the original, the capital, the document that Elliot did from 2016.
Oh, yeah.
All of that is back, and
Oh, good.
yeah. But we still have some things to finalize and add, so it's almost complete. But it's working.
Good.
You can find stuff there, and still need some polishing, but should be.
Put the budget on that website?
The county's budget, no. This is Cobb Area Council's.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, we may put our budget up there, but which we're coming up on renewing, I think, sometime soon. But the county's budget is so extensive.
No, our budget.
Well, and all of our notes from all of our agenda include the, what's the word, the treasurer's report from every meeting is included in the minutes. But you're right, it might be nice to have a single page with all of the budget information in one spot. Is that what you're asking?
I would appreciate that, and I think that, yes, that
Okay.
would be wonderful.
We'll see what we can do.
Thank you.
Is our website on this agenda down at the bottom? No. Because I don't see it.
It's not.
I would think that would be on there.
On the heading, though, probably. Was that a difficult thing to talk about on the heading?
Yeah, that would be easy enough. I mean, nothing would take you to the meeting from, but that's a good suggestion as far as a link to get to the meeting. The only problem is, since like I'm not managing the website, or any of us aren't managing it to where we can live put up, like right now, here's our agenda for tonight. It relies on someone external of Cobb Area Council to do that, and so that's where we need to coordinate, to have anything where, like for tonight's meeting, to put up a link and that sort of thing. So
Our agendas are also published through the county's website.
Yeah.
So you can online get those.
Sorry, simplified, if we just had the website at the top under there, that was
www.ca.
not a big.
Okay.
CobbAreaCouncil.org.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I just asked Robert what the website was. He didn't.
Yeah.
CobbAreaCouncil.org, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oregon.
But we could, I don't know. You do the agenda, so I guess we
Yeah,
could.
I can certainly add it in. Okay. Oh, you know what? Oh, it's right there, CobbAreaCouncil.org and explorecobbca.com. But it's not in the header. Okay.
On header.
Any other comments?
At the post office, everything's posted as well.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
There are 6 sites within Cobb that there is a physical posting. The post office, Mountain High Coffee and Books, in the window at Hardster's, on the bulletin board down at the Loch Lomond Market. If the coffee shop at the Loch Lomond area is functioning, we stick one in their window. And also at the mailbox center in Loch Lomond, which is down at Edie's Resort now. Mail Express.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if we have any Firewise Communities reports, because Magdalena is out.
Let me think. No, I don't have anything. I don't have anything from her from her or Elliot.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking that Elliot was going to have a huge report on the Forest Summit, and but I think we'll have that next one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, did Mel send in a report for the Communications Committee?
No, he did not, but I could kind of sum up. I know they had a monthly meeting. I'm not sure what came about of that, but I believe this Saturday at 10 a.m. In the little corner between next Saturday. Okay,
July 5th?
July 5th. Okay, thank you. I'm trying to remember the email because I read it real quick. July 5th at 10 a.m. Yeah. I can't even remember what he's going to be doing, but it'll be a get together in person instead of on the radio at between Hardisters and Mountain High Coffee in our little corner. Yeah, and it'll be to try to gain some more membership and awareness that we exist, that Cobb Alert Net exists as a radio network here on the mountain. And that there will be batteries available for sale for those that have old batteries that won't recharge. Check-ins have been about the same, I would say, from what I've heard. When I'm on the radio, it seems to be about the same number of people, a little bit more now that we're getting into summer and fire season. More people have their radios on, but yeah. We don't have Mel on Zoom, Thomas? No one on Zoom? Mel? Oh, okay.
I don't know what to say, but the audio comes in, like, you guys are coming in, you were coming in good, and then the audience that you couldn't hear was
Okay.
whatever, so.
Okay.
Anything else you can think of, Jim, for the, they put you on the spot? Yeah, thank you though. Yeah, I was thinking it was this Saturday and yeah, but July, yeah.
And every Wednesday, check-ins continue.
Yes,
So
Wednes-
winter's over, radio's on.
yes. That's Mel's new acronym. WARROW. I think I said WARROO last month. It was WARROW. Winter's over, radio's on. And keep it on 9, you'll be fine. If you don't want to hear chit-chat, if you have a little radio, a simplex radio, just keep it on channel 9, the alert channel. You'll hear the alerts and none of the chit-chat. But if you want to hear everything, keep it on your main channel, either channel 8, 23, or 33 for the big radios.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so Forest Health Committee, Elliot is not here, but their Cobb Forest Summit was a huge success on June 7th. And as mentioned earlier, you can see a lot of the proceedings on PEG TV on the county's, on PEG TV's YouTube channel, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
PEG TV's YouTube channel. And yeah, I was there helping off and on. I was mostly outside, but it was great. I don't know how many people showed up. 200? How many people showed up at the Forest Health Summit? 150? Yeah. Okay, 150, both rooms packed. It was good. Yeah. Okay, on to the main event, the Economic Development Committee. Chris and I have been in ongoing discussion of what we need to get this going. We have spoken to a few community members, and Chris is absolutely willing to be the liaison, like the one person from this panel that'll go to all the meetings and be that main liaison. But we need a community member who's willing to step up and chair that committee. And even as I look around this room, I know lots of people who are already pretty spread thin. So we need to pull in some more people.
Economic development?
Yes, this has been a committee that's been standing since 2019.
What does it look like? Could you give some more details?
It looks, the main thrust of the Economic Development Committee was in the aftermath of the fire, revitalizing our businesses, revitalizing interest for tourists to come back to Cobb. In the summer of 2019, we had a Cobb Village Night. We set up in the Hardester's parking lot. We had live music playing. The coffee shop stayed open late to serve like ice cream and that kind of thing. We brought in a local caterer who sold snacks in a little corner of the patio. We had encouraged the pizza place to have specials for that night, and the next day, Wayne had said that was the single most lucrative night that the pizza parlor had ever had, just by saying it. It also happened to be National Night Out, but that was the point. It's like, let's just get people back to our local businesses. Which reminds me, dear Wayne passed this past week. And so that's a great loss to our community. He's worked so hard to keep the Cobb Mountain Pizza going. It still says brick oven on this side of the building. So I'm sorry to pass that on.
Can I interrupt? Sorry.
Of course. Oh, I didn't really finish my spiel about 2019.
All doesn't ask the time and date and the amount of energy toward the situation being.
Well, that same summer is when we birthed the Blackberry Cobbler Festival. So if you want to talk about that time and effort, that's kind of like a offshoot of that committee. I guess technically it's its own committee now. And that takes a lot of time and effort.
Yes.
Putting together a night in the Hardester's parking lot took, I don't know, about 3 hours of effort, plus a monthly meeting, plus that was the committee that was overseeing the Economic Development Committee, was the committee overseeing that loan program that we had for small businesses that we are looking to completely revamp. And yeah.
Hi, my name is Ben Hiddle. I'd like to formally ask for the position to do the Economic Committee Development Lead, I believe is what you asked for? Task Force Lead?
Say that. What?
Chair is. I
The
think,
chair, please.
Would like to chair the
Chair.
Economic
Yeah.
Development.
I'd love to help that. It goes right along with the reimagined landfills and creating jobs, so I think it would probably be great. Thank you.
Well, great, Ben Hiddle. Thank you for your commitment. And of course, anyone who's interested can join in. I'm going to ask you I'll give you Chris's email, because he's the one you'd have to coordinate for meetings and that sort of thing. All right. So yeah, I don't know. A couple hours a month.
Let's make some money.
Let's do it. Let's give some money away to our local businesses. Okay.
It's your show now.
Is it my show? The Blackberry Cobbler Fest?
Yes, save the best for last.
The short story is we're still a go for August 23rd. The long story is breathtaking.
Oh no. In a good way?
Just as much as it is every year. Every year it's like, is this gonna work? And my current breathtaking moment is our very professional parking service that handled all the parking last year is committed to doing parking for like an NFL football team's game on that same day, and so they're not going to be available to us. So that's my current breathtaking moment. Other than that, everything's moving along swimmingly. We're working on getting firmed up our sponsors. Donations are coming in. We've got no more room for vendors. There might be room for a nonprofit or two, but we are maxed and we are expanding. We have expanded. We're going to, I don't know, 20 or 30 more vendors this year. We have a question from Robert.
Golf course is closed last week.
That's one of the breathtaking moments that this committee has faced, but we have been in touch with their current plant manager, restaurant manager.
Could you repeat what he said?
The concern was that golfers were told last week that the course is closed.
Indefinitely or last week?
Well, that's the thing. It's like, I think it's week
It
to
wasn't
week.
clear.
Yeah, so current,
They're opening Loch Lomond this weekend, aren't they?
they have leased Loch Lomond.
I'm sorry.
They've leased
They're
the space
leasing it. It's,
to-
the ownership is still the same. They're leasing the roadhouse and the pool and yeah.
Yeah. So Gordon, who is currently the manager of the situation at the golf course, is when last we spoke, which was Monday. He's like, yeah, I'll come, I'll sign your papers, we'll get the contract going. So
Let me know if you need a lawn track.
we were on the site yesterday, they were watering the fairways. I mean, it's not like they're abandoning it. Yeah, they are still maintaining the property. This week. Yeah. So we hope for them to have a successful summer, right? It's, you sure can. We. Yes, the restaurant has changed their hours and days open. Like they weren't open on Wednesday last night when we met there, where previously they were.
Love it. Perfect. Love it. No, it's very Lake County. So part of the economic development, and I brought this up just before with the issues with the fire safety here, we can do renewable energy from biogas. I know Terry is interested in it a little bit. We're already doing it at the landfill. I'd like to present that we do some kind of an idea to make money from our trash from the Blackberry Festival rather than it all going away. And so what I'm saying here is we already get methane gas from our organic waste at the landfill. And we should expand that project, and we might be able to be kind of a pilot on that, not necessarily this year, but maybe next year, and that'd be great to get on the agenda because you can also take all the wood chips and put it in there and any other biological organic material and make money from it rather than pay for it. What happens to it is essentially all the organic waste gets that bad smell, which is methane gas, and then you get fertilizer. So we'll have a potential to take our wood products that we have a way abundance of and not move it so far away too, because I think Cobb is the largest forested area, so we'll have more biomass than everywhere else. And that leaves us at a great place to have Terry put in some money for a pilot project potentially here to get some things going to help a long-term decentralized system where we don't bring the trees from point A to B to Z like they did in the Milltown area, but we'll be able to do smaller decentralized patches of forest without that long-term transportation cost for the county. And that's part of the reason I wanted to know about the cost for the county, because I know we pay a lot of money moving organic material around, and I'd like the county to explore the opportunity to take those organic materials and expand what we're doing at the landfill to smaller, more decentralized places, and Cobb might be the perfect place to do it. Thank you.
Yeah. We've been, from the get-go, we've been selling these cups, reusable cups. We're trying to eliminate some of the trash factor. And I mean, I would, because you go to other festivals and other locations, and all their garbage is super organized, and there's compostable and recyclable, and frankly, we don't have the manpower to manage something like that at this point. I'd love to see us grow to that. It just breaks my heart every year. Like, we got 2 dumpsters last year and filled them up with garbage. Thank you to the Boy Scouts and all the volunteers who helped haul garbage to the dumpsters and clean up at the end of the day. But I know I would love to see a more environmental approach, but it takes time and energy that I don't have in my 2 months off from school.
Question, Margot Kambara.
Yeah.
So maybe this is a workaround. How about talking to the vendors and encouraging them to use either recyclable or biodegradable serveware?
That's a great workaround. Yeah. Currently, all vendors pack in and pack out. They're supposed to be in charge of their own garbage. But if somebody's walking around with their boat of blackberry cobbler, they're just going to dump it in the garbage and then we take care of it. But everything else, they take care of. But I like that suggestion. Okay. Go ahead, Robert. Or no, Thomas.
Tom.
Oh, I just want to clarify, if I can, the difference, I have extra green waste, use green bins, but when I have extra, I take it to Quackenbush, not the landfill, and I wanted to make that distinction. They're two different things, and I don't know how that fits in. It's because they recycle that stuff and use it.
Yeah, yeah, thank you. I'm going to make a note of the urging vendors to provide compostable.
Compostable, that's great.
Compostable, but our county doesn't really have a composting site.
Because I want to make money from our compost.
Maybe we'll give them a heads up for next year. As an eye towards next year.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions? Robert, did you comment? I thought I saw your hand up. Okay. Okay. You've been quiet. Okay, well, I think that's it for our agenda. Thank you for coming out here. Unless there's any other comments for the good of the order? Okay, we are adjourned at 7:13.
And our next meeting will be
July
July
17th.
17th. Yeah.
Thank you, thank you.